I don't know about for you, but for me, whenever I'm attending a concert, listening to my favorite artist perform live in the flesh, I expect to feel safe. Sadly, the 50,000 people who attended Travis Scott's Astrofest concert last night didn't get that luxury. Because as of right now, 8 people who attended that concert are dead and over 300 people are injured.
We had at least eight confirmed fatalities tonight. 8 confirmed fatalities, and we had scores of individuals that were injured here in this event.
And you want to know what the worst part of this whole story is? Travis Scott allegedly watched this whole incident go down and he still performed. Let's go over what we know so far. On Friday, November 5th, Travis Scott had a concert at Houston, Texas's NRG Park, and around 50,000 people attended this concert. And that included his girlfriend, Kylie Jenner, and her sister, Kendall Jenner. And this whole concert is a 2-day experience called Astrofest. And I really am not sure what all happens there because it's really not relevant to our story. But the whole festival started on November 5th, 2021 at 3:00 p.m. And whenever it first started, everything was fine. Well, actually almost, because there were people who knocked down barricades to get inside. But then around 9 o'clock on November 5th, things took a dark turn. Because around 9 o'clock, people started running up to the front of the stage and literally tramping on people and creating an actual human stampede. Mind you, this was 50,000 people. People got so cramped together that people literally started to fall down and lose consciousness. And while this is all happening, you can literally hear people crying out to Travis or somebody for help. But Travis just smiles and continues to perform. In Travis's defense, he probably didn't hear that person screaming because whenever an artist performs at a live concert, they have earpieces in their ear that tells them what beats to sing and stuff like that. But also, that person could have been close to a camera and the camera mics picked up that sound. And Travis probably could not have heard it over all the chanting and the screaming and the hype, all of that. But nonetheless, somebody who worked there had to have heard that and they could have stepped in and helped. But they didn't. You cannot tell me that out of all the employees who were working at that event, none of them heard that person screaming and hundreds of people screaming and none of them did anything about it. Somebody knew something and they just didn't care. And to make everything worse, there's literally videos on the internet right now of Travis performing while allegedly watching the paramedics take care of this unconscious fan. For legal reasons, I'm not saying that he 100% saw this happening, but it sure did look like he did. And during the whole concert, both Kendall and Kylie were posting clips of the concert onto their Instagram stories. And Kylie posted a video of the paramedics there. And then people started calling her out because it was insensitive to the people who died. And then she deleted it. But I have the footage, so here's Kylie's story.
Let's go! Custom the wings, I had the custom the vibes, custom the lead, cover the back of the line, broke up a back of the Z, cover your
You can clearly see an ambulance there and you can clearly see Travis still performing. She literally posted that. And I also screen recorded Kendall's story too, but there's nothing really juicy in Kendall's story. But if you want to see Kendall's story, here's Kendall's story.
Yeah.
kinds of other videos from people who were actually at the concert, and it's insane. Here's a trigger warning because these videos are graphic and I will be censoring them because it's just a little much even for me. I just can't imagine seeing things like this and doing nothing. And speaking of doing nothing, there was literally a girl who was at the concert who literally saw dead people laying on the floor. And she told a cameraman and he literally did nothing to help. And instead of helping her, he told her that he was going to push her off this 15-foot platform if she did not get off. Here's her story if you want to read it. There were also boys jumping on police cars and ambulances. So if you could identify these boys to the Houston police, that would be really great because they prevented people from doing their jobs and saving lives. Anyways, this whole concert was a tragedy. 8 people lost their lives and 300 people were treated on site for minor injuries, and 17 people were injured so bad that they had to be transported to the hospital. And according to Houston officials, 11 of those patients were under cardiac arrest. But there's just been an update on that right now. According to this TMZ article that was just posted, there was some crazy person in the audience who was injecting people with some type of drug that could have led to their death. As of right now, the cause of death of those who have died has not been determined yet, but the medical examiner's office will be conducting an investigation. But anyways, after the crowd finally got Travis to stop performing, Travis got security to help people in the crowd who might have been injured. After the crowd finally got Travis to stop performing, fans called Travis out for not stopping.
Two hands to the sky. Two hands to the sky. Two hands up, y'all. Two hands up. Y'all know what y'all came to do. Chase me. Let's go.
You gotta hold people in the pit. We'll take care of them.
I wanna make this mother.
And after the concert ended, the Astroworld Fest Instagram account made a statement and said this: "Our hearts are with the Astroworld Festival family tonight, especially those who we lost and their loved ones. We are focused on supporting local officials however we can. With that in mind, the festival will no longer be held on Saturday. As authorities mentioned in their press conference earlier, they are looking into the series of cardiac arrests that took place. If you have any relevant information on this, please reach out to Houston Police." And then they thanked all the first responders for their help and support. But I'm so glad that they canceled the Saturday concert because that was bad. And within the past hour of me filming this, Travis actually made a statement as well, and he said, "I'm absolutely devastated by what took place last night. My prayers go out to all the families and all those impacted by what happened at Astroworld Festival. Houston Police Department has my total support as they continue to look into the tragic loss of life. I am committed to working together with the Houston community to heal and support the families in need. Thank you to Houston Police Department, Fire Department, and NRG Park for their immediate response and support. Love you all." I don't know who is at fault here, but I hope whoever is gets penalized for this and goes to jail because this is just crazy. I mean, I think people in the crowd who were stepping on people and tramping over people need to get charged with something. And honestly, I really think that Travis needs to be accountable for some things too because, I mean, he did not stop performing, and in my opinion, it really seemed like he knew what was going on and he just didn't care. I just think it was a whole big accident and people weren't doing their jobs, or at least people weren't doing the right thing or what they should have been doing. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. That's all I have for you guys today. My heart goes out to the people who lost their lives, and my heart goes out to all the people who were injured and everyone who experienced this traumatic event. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. If you're watching this video and you attended the concert, please comment down below your experience and what happened. Let me know your thoughts and opinions if you didn't go. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, but I will see you guys on Tuesday. I love you guys so much. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Bye.